everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Lions going up against the Rams. With that, we're once again off to L.A. We're standing by. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Hey. Topper! Leopard! Back nine and up, Philly! Here we go! Back nine and up! Here we go!
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Hurry up, here we go!
Here's Goff now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And we introduce you to these starters now, and Tavon Austin, a man who really doesn't need any introduction anymore in this league.
He did it all when he's at the University of West Virginia. Played wide receiver, slot, returned kicks, even lined up at tailback and ran for over 300 yards. All of those talents will be on display in this game.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down.
Here we go now!
Third and long. It's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child, Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game, plays with passion.
From his own goal line, Stafford. And incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll make it third down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Tate's got it. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Stafford on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate. And even 40 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys. Guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Brandon, whenever anyone talks about Golden Tate as a receiver, they always talk about how multifaceted he is, don't they? Slot, out wide, you can move him into the backfield. Just keep him on the move and get him the ball. The thing I like most about him is yards after catch. He's back near the top of the league again in 2016.
On pace for 1,000. First year not playing second fiddle. He's handling it pretty well.
Yeah, he likes being the #1 guy. It fits his personality, and it fits his production this year as well.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. This rushing attack for Detroit been near the bottom of the league all season long. As of Week 15, under 82 a game. Do they need an every down back next year?
You know me, partner. I always love a guy who can do everything, and that's the guy that I want to build my attack around. So if Amir Abdullah had been able to stay healthy for Detroit, I think he'd be their every down type of a back, and Theo Riddick would be freed up to do what he does best. Run routes, catch the ball in the secondary. But now, Riddick has had to take on much more of a load running it, and Dwayne Washington, the rookie, has tried to fill in as well.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They had a long way to go. They started that drive at their own 3, and they scored 3 from it.
What an excellent job by an offense that could have very easily just said, okay, let's just take a few plays safe, punt the ball away, and play some defense. Instead, they found a way to attack and put themselves in position to put points on the board.
And now the Rams coming back out on offense. It'll be interesting to see how they finish this year. Obviously, it's been a rough season. There's no couching that. And then what do they do going into next year, Charles?
Well, you start with your building blocks. You start with Aaron Donald on defense. You start with Todd Gurley as a runner on offense. You start with Jared Goff, who will be in his second year now as a starting quarterback in the NFL. And you like that. Overall, you like what you do on defense. Plenty of guys who can run and make plays. But you've got to build the offensive line and help Todd Gurley get the running game going and give Jared Goff a chance to find some open receivers.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And a catch made by Kenny Brent. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, L.A. Kenny Brent, 75 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now come the Lions. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on him. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Charles, in defense of Todd Gurley, week 15, more the same. 14 carries, 38 yards. But it can't all be his fault. We've talked about that. The O-line, this is still a very talented runner, is it not?
It is, and I think it's someone that when you watch him play, you're really puzzled. He doesn't have more yardage this year, that he doesn't have the big runs. Remember, that 22-yard run against Seattle? Just his second 20-yard run or more for the season. You would have thought he'd have at least one of those per game. So, yeah, it's not all of his fault. He'll have to continue to improve, and they'll have to continue to surround him with people who can block.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Charles, I have to bring up something you told me about last week. You often find hidden talents with a lot of these guys in the NFL. And Baltimore kicker Justin Tucker, he's a heck of an opera singer, and he's very good at singing some holiday tunes, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when he sings, he captivates you. Because I've actually seen him on video in the tails, right? I mean, he looks fantastic, but he sounds even better. And not only that, how about what he's done on the field? 10 field goals of 50 yards or more this season, which ties a record set by Blair Walsh in 2012 when Walsh was a rookie.
But seriously, go to your favorite search engine, just put in Justin Tucker opera. You'll be blown away. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Stafford on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now Riddick. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
4 down. Now let's go.
Boston, the man in motion left.
39.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. 3rd and long. It's gone. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here we go. It's Gurley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The one running back is Gurley. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff backing up. He's going to, and this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
On 1st first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. Here's Goff. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From his own goal line, Stafford. Ebron caught left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now it's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now. Green.
Another carry now for Gurley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance, because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Detroit. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Alone to the right is Jones. Stafford now to throw. Buying time to his left. Jones has it. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Riddick with a carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Lions Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is...
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. The one running back is Gurley. Goff going to throw it. Shakes off the sand, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Gurley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. You have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. On first down, Stafford here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be